With the announcement of Dragon Ball Project Age 1000 coming out over a week ago, I think it is finally time for us to start talking about the things we want to see in that game. And with Age 1000 seeming to be a successor to the Dragon Ball Online, Dragon Ball Xenoverse franchise, I think it would be very fitting for us to talk about every single thing from Xenoverse that we want to see return in Dragon Ball Project Age 1000. And the first thing on the list I want to talk about is literally just the combat system. I've already made multiple videos on this channel talking about how we can fix the cheesy broken mechanics of Xenoverse and even adding new ones to a potential Xenoverse 3. And with Age 1000, if this is a Xenoverse type game, we can see them evolve the entire combat system in a similar way to how they evolved Xenoverse 1's combat system into Xenoverse 2, which was a gigantic jump. People forget how big the jump of gameplay was. Now, Age 1000 will most likely be an open world game like Dragon Ball Online, like Dragon Ball Kakarot, so I do want them to also implement the open world combat system of that, how you can go from regular mode into battle mode. But I will go more in depth on that in future videos. But now, when it comes to the actual in-battle gameplay, I do want it to play something like Xenoverse, but of course evolved. And there's way more stuff than just gameplay they should add from Xenoverse. I mean, Dragon Ball Online only had Earthlings, Majins, and Namekians. Xenoverse gave us the Frieza race, and I think Dragon Ball Project Age 1000 should add even more races. Obviously, we are going to need a training mode, but something I also really want to see come back is the photo mode. I absolutely love photo mode in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. It is one of the coolest things that they added. And they even went a step further and actually make official art of our characters when they win the photo mode contest. Like, that is so cool. I hope they keep that in Dragon Ball Project Age 1000, especially because I hope that game has a lot more costumes and accessories so we can make our characters look even more unique. I also hope they add more options and expand the photo mode. I know in GTA 5, you can actually record a certain amount of time and go back and get really cool angles of the time you recorded. That's something I really hope they do add. I mean, imagine having some really amazing PvP online fight, then you record that and get the best angles and make it look all cinematic. That would be amazing. I'd also love to see the return of the Kanton City TV system. Not necessarily BTV, because I think this will be an open world map with a bunch of cities, a bunch of different environments. So maybe in every main city, like in West City, Gingertown, East City, all the main cities, there will be a TV or theater location. And I also think on your menu, there should be a Kanton City TV option to kind of go watch the stuff on your own menu screen or whatever. But I feel like with this TV, it shouldn't just be for the announcements of the game. They should expand on it. I feel like the TV should be the way they introduce an actual replay mechanic. So if you have a really cool fight, you can upload that really cool fight and people can watch it, kind of like in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And again, I think this could potentially go hand in hand with the photo mode additions I want to see. So not only can you see just the regular really cool PvP fights, but also if someone wants to upload a really cool cinematic fight they made, you can just watch that on the replay mechanic. I feel like that would be a way to make it really fun and useful. Imagine at the end of every week you go and look at the most watched or the most liked fight of that week. Now, I don't personally care about this, but I do know a lot of people do love the Hero Coliseum, and I do hope in some update they add a Hero Coliseum, Dragon Ball Heroes type of card game to the game. I think that would be really cool, and people love it in Xenoverse, so hey, why not add it again? Now, in my personal opinion, I'm thinking that Dragon Ball Project Age 1000 will probably focus more on exploring the world of Age 1000 than doing time patrol quests, but I would still love to have some time patrolling in Age 1000. And time patrolling should not be the main focus of that game, but it should still be a way to give us really cool what-if scenarios. You know, I don't want to just fight Gradius or fight Frieza again. No, use time patrolling as a way to give us crazy scenarios that could only happen with a weird time patrol setting. I've even made an entire video just talking about what-ifs that could be in Xenoverse 3, and one of the crackpot ideas in that video was Goku Black fusing with Baby Vegeta to make Baby Vegito Black. And I would love it if our Age 1000 character didn't just meet Supreme God of Time, Trunks. No, let us meet our actual past CAC characters too, bro. Let us meet Ace, let us meet Bond. That would be amazing. And if you want to be super cool, just let us port over our old characters so we can have our actual Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2 main characters be in the game as the representatives. It's kind of like how in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 you can have your old Xenoverse 1 main character instead of having Ace. Now, we do need a news board type of thing in the game to give us updates on future events, future raids, but make it actually like useful, because I'm telling you, if you want to know about something before it happens, the best source to get that information from is Super Saiyan Cabbie videos, bro. Because the news board in Xenoverse is like useless. It never actually tells you about stuff before it happens. Now, when it comes to events, when it comes to raid bosses, yes, I hope they really keep those in the game. I would love that. But they need to evolve the concept. In Xenoverse 2, raid bosses got really old because they all have the same moves. I even made an entire video just talking about how they could fix raid bosses for Xenoverse 3. So I hope in Project Age 1000 they make the raid bosses way better. Something more similar to the boss battles of Dragon Ball Kakarot. Those are amazing, those are well done. I mean, those also have their problems, but like, listen, Xenoverse came out, Kakarot came out, see what worked, see what didn't work, and make the raid bosses in Project 1000 amazing. If clothes are going to affect stats when it comes to debuffs and buffs in Age 1000, we are going to need a QQ bank system to be in that game so we can wear whatever clothes we want to wear without worrying about the stats. And I've always loved the Z Souls and the Super Souls, but I really hope they take a step up to make Super Souls really unique in this game. Also, loading screens. Please keep the unique loading screens. We all love them. They're amazing. I love them so much. Please have those. Also, the function to where whenever you're down, you can give energy to your teammates. I love that. That's really cool. I hope they keep that in the game. I just love that a lot. And last but not least, I really hope they keep the really useful NPCs. NPCs like Tosak that can level up your character. NPCs like Sarasa that can gather Dragon Balls for you. Now, you should only be able to talk to these NPCs after you beat the game, but after that, they should have NPCs that have these same functions. Now, that's pretty much the end of this video, but I will be covering other games. Games like Dragon Ball The Breakers, Dragon Ball Online, Dragon Ball Kakarot. So, if you're shocked that I missed something really obvious, it's probably because it's in one of those other games that did it way better than how it's done in Xenoverse, and I'll talk about it in that video. So guys, what are some things in Dragon Ball Xenoverse that you want to see in Dragon Ball Project Age 1000? This will be the end of this video. I will catch you guys later. I'm going to start working on the next video right now, pretty much. So, I'll catch you guys later. God bless. Keep doing your best. I'm doing my best too. I will catch you guys later.